I don't know if I can show, it's just right over here. Oh my god, what YouTuber am I? Okay, those two, yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I wanted to go through some of my favorite plants for the month of April. As we're approaching the end of the month, I do have quite a few that I'm really enjoying this month just because they're really growing for me or just thriving, and I can't be any happier about these plants. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's video. I guess I'll start off with the non-Hoyas. So I got this little baby, which is one of two Philodendron melanochrysums. So I have another plant that's just really not doing too hot, but this little baby came as like maybe 2 or 3 leaves, and it's since been growing like a weed. I've propagated it a few times as well, and it's showing 2 new leaves. So there's one new leaf right here that like hasn't really flipped over yet, so it's just growing upside down, and then I have another one kind of hidden behind this little leaf. So over here as well, there's 2 separate growth points, and I actually have another plant over here that I've propagated and stuck it back into the pot. So that is another separate plant, and it's, you know, trying to push out a leaf, but I feel like it's been stuck in here for a while, so maybe I'll have to like help it out or something. It's doing really great. I love how it's growing up this moss pole, although I don't know if you guys have a solution for this, but my moss poles, when they're under my grow lights, they turn so like algae infested, and it just turns pure green. So as you can see, like the moss should be that color at the top, like this like beigeish color, but instead the entire moss pole, because it's under the light, has grown algae all over it and it's green. I don't know what to do with it. Like, do I just have to keep changing the moss pole? But then if my plant's already attached to the moss pole, like what am I supposed to do? I really don't know. But if you guys have any idea, comment it down below so you can share some tips with me, because I really would like a solution for this. Otherwise, this is still a really good and happy plant, and that's why it's part of my April favorites. Moving on, another favorite of mine is definitely this one. I really wanted to kind of give some love to this before I give it a little chop, and it is my Syngonium WENDLANDII. So as you guys have known me on this channel, I've been talking about this Syngonium WENDLANDII for the longest time, and it's because it's one of my favorite plants. It's one of my favorite Syngoniums. It's so easy. I love the really long leaf shape with the little silver streak in the middle. All of it is just literally perfect, and I have essentially like 2 babies at the bottom that grew separately from the plant, which are like literally all these leaves right here, like behind my hand. All of these are like little babies that grew at the bottom of this plant, and I just want to separate it so that I can have more Syngonium WENDLANDIIs, maybe do a little trade, maybe sell it, I don't know. But I'm thinking like I just want one plant growing up this moss pole so that it's really tall and it's more cohesive. All the leaves are just like the same length, because as you can see, like the original mother plant has like longer leaves, right? Like this is the mother plant, but then the little baby leaves are really tiny. So I think it would do better just in its own pot, or like, you know, separated from the mother. And that's why I really wanted to include this in this month's favorite, because once I chop it, it's not gonna look like this anymore, you know? It's not gonna be as bushy. That one is my Syngonium WENDLANDII. I also call it Rayi. I don't really know the difference, but I call it a WENDLANDII because that was what was given to me named as. Moving on, I have some Hoya here. So this one is my Hoya OBOVATA variegated, where the variegation is on the inside. So this plant has grown humongous, as you can see, over the span of winter. It just like literally exploded. I've chopped this plant like I think 3 times already, and in the span of the winter season it grew like 8 leaves. So it's essentially huge, and these 2 new leaves that are growing out at the top here are new, and I also have these 2 little baby leaves growing. I don't know if I can show, it's just right over here. Oh my god, what YouTuber am I? Okay, those 2, yeah. So these are the other 2 leaves that I want to show you. So there's 2 separate plants in here, and that's why it's growing so quickly. I'm seeing some roots kind of stick out through the bottom, but because it's not in a clear pot, I can't really see all the root growth, but I'm pretty sure it's very well rooted at this point, just because it's growing so quickly. And like, I like how there's this one leaf that's just not variegated and it's just silvery. Like, look at that. It's so cool, right? And each leaf is a little bit different. I'm kind of glad I didn't get rid of this plant because I was really thinking about trading this off or selling this off. But in the end, I decided to keep a portion of it, keep a cutting, and it grew to this, and I'm just really, really happy with it and how it's looking right now. Next up is another Hoya, and this Hoya, honestly, it takes my breath away. So this is the Hoya Fungii, and it just has fuzzy backs and super veiny foliage. I just really, really enjoy it. I love how it's so well rooted, it's growing so quickly, and it literally did nothing for a really long time. And then once it did start growing, it did not stop. I see like another 2 leaves coming, but these 2 are the newest leaves on one of the branches that I have. So I have 2 separate plants in here, but look at the size of that leaf. Oh my God, each new leaf is coming out bigger and bigger. As you can see, like the older leaves used to be like this size. And then now there's this, like, and it's still soft, meaning it's still growing. So I can't believe how amazing this plant is, and it has really beautiful splashing. It's not variegated, it's just veiny, fuzzy, and splashy, which is all the things I love about Hoyas. But for sure, it's one of my favorites of like all time, but I wanted to include it in this month because I feel like I haven't given it enough love recently, and I wanted to share it with the world so that you guys can buy this plant as well. If you guys can find it, it's a really, really good and easy beginner-friendly plant. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about this one Hoya that I have in pond, which is lechuza pond, meaning it's kind of these like really airy rocks that like wick up water and just give lots of air to the roots, but also moisture. So it's really, really good. It's kind of like a better version of leca. And yeah, this is my Hoya CALLISTOPHYLLA in pond. I'm trying not to spill all the rocks everywhere, but look at this beautiful plant. It's so stunning. I really like the CALLISTOPHYLLA. I more so like the short leaf as opposed to the long leaf CALLISTOPHYLLA. I'm not too sure why. I think I kind of like the chubby looking leaves. And the veining could vary quite significantly between the different like CALLISTOPHYLLAs. Same with Finlaysonii. There's so many different varieties out there, I think, and I just really enjoy mine. I got it off like Facebook Marketplace maybe like 6 to 10 months ago, and it's gone through quite a bit. It rotted twice to 3 times in leca, I think, and now that it's in pond, I'm hoping that it's adjusting really well because I'm not seeing any like signs that the leaves are getting flimsy or they're yellowing off. But I'm really, really happy with this plant, and I wanted to kind of share my success with this recently. That's why I wanted to include it in this month's favorite. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below which one is your favorite plant for the month. I think it's really good to kind of like appreciate your different plants for each month so that you kind of don't forget about them and you check up on them regularly. And I like to, you know, show you guys my favorites, so I would love to know yours. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.